a prediction that I said that garage sale season this year was going to be the best in a long time. Hello everybody, welcome back to the cabin. Welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. I tell you what, I've got two, well, I made a prediction not too long ago and I felt pretty confident about it. And after my first big weekend of yard sales, so far the prediction has been right, but I'm gonna have to talk to you about it. I wanna get your opinion so far of the early garage sale season for a lot of folks. Some folks, their garage sale season is ending, depending on where you live, right? If you're in Arizona, you better get it in quick. When summertime hits, it's a little hard out there. But for the rest of us, we are enjoying the heck out of the beginning of garage sale season, and I want to talk about that a little bit today. Got a few other topics. Sales have been crazy. I hate to say this sometimes because some people are like, my sales are terrible and whatever. But I did a few things on, I think I said this last video or 2 videos ago, that really helped to get my store moving, and it just keeps happening. Matter of fact, I'll let you in a little secret. I actually film 3 videos a week, and I don't show every single thing that I sell. But this week, for multiple reasons, including the fact that sales have been crazy, I've filmed a video every single day for 6 straight days, and we're selling like 20 things a day. It's crazy. Let's take a look. Speaking of garage sales and predictions, which we're going to talk about in a minute, this was the first sale from last week's, I believe. And we have a ton of sales to come. 2 of these guys right here, I think we sold. And we got $22 plus shipping. And I'm glad I didn't break my neck on that thing. It's pretty cool. Salem Avalanche bobblehead still in the package. Bobbleheads can be great and they can be not so great, but this one was okay. You know, I actually did a video on how to pack a bobblehead that's already not in the box. And because those can break pretty easily if you don't have one that's already secured in styrofoam. If I can remember while I'm editing this, I'll put that video up for the 3 of you out there who might like to see it. Actually, I had somebody message me the other day about it and said thank you because they had to do it. It's pretty funny. Rubbermaid coolers. These aren't amazing, y'all, but I buy them all the time. There's one hiding behind the bass up there. I've got 2 behind the wheel, and I just bought 3 more. I thought there's one right there. And then 2 more I bought this morning at some sales. So, at any rate, I'm not going to open it. You know what's inside a cooler. I like to buy the little ones, and for whatever reason, they go good. This one wasn't a great one to buy, to be honest with you, because the color's not amazing on it. But people like them, and they have ones that they use, and they don't want to get something else. They just want to get another one just like it. That one sold for $14.50 plus shipping. I'm absolutely overloaded with shoes. And I bought, at last week's sales, I bought, I think 24 at one place, 26 pairs of shoes. And I don't even like selling shoes. That'll tell you how good a deal I got on those shoes because I'm overloaded. Let's see, these are all shoes, shoe bin. I usually have 2 shoe bins, so there's 2 plus a stack right there. 3 shoe bins down in that corner, 4 there, even have some hanging out here. So there's one sitting there too. Way too many shoes. But these were okay. I got these down in Gastonia, South Carolina with Paul Philly Flipper. They're pretty darn nice. Not new though. I believe I paid 5, but I might have paid 3. I can't remember. Sold for $23 plus shipping. Sold to a viewer, but can I say something as not a shoe expert for a minute? And you shoe experts can chime in, tell me if I'm right. Really, to do shoes the right way, which I don't do it the right way. I don't get top dollar. You really need to know how to clean them. And you need to take really good pictures, like Photoshop pictures with shadows, really good stuff. And I don't like taking the time to do either of those things, which means I undersell the market in order to get my shoes gone because I don't want to put in that work. I hate it. It's my least favorite thing to do. So my suggestion, if you are not a shoe seller and you're going to become a shoe seller, is find a shoe expert out there. There's a ton of them. And look at what they do for pictures and cleaning, because you can go through those comps, and the ones that have those great pictures, especially for shoes, a lot of what I sell doesn't matter, but especially for shoes, if you can get those great pictures and have clean shoes, sometimes you can double the money you can get. Almost forgot to read the message here. Sandra, thanks for all the knowledge you share with us. I made the leap of faith and combined my 2 loves, van life and reselling. You'd think those 2 don't go together, right? I bet you don't sell big things. I bet you don't sell shoes. I travel all over the country in search of items for resale. Thanks for helping me go outside my comfort zone, which is glass and pottery, and start sourcing a variety of items. Sandy, my flipping van life. And that's on eBay. That's the eBay store. I don't do YouTube. Well, there you go. I got it. Hey, that is amazing. And think about that for a second, y'all. Van life doing glass and pottery. That's crazy. I mean, crazy in a good way, but man, that cannot be easy at all. Probably the hardest thing to do would be glass and pottery. So hopefully, I don't know, Tupperware didn't break, right? Let's do one more sale really quick, and then we're going to talk about garage sales and early season garage selling and how it's going for you. All right, let's check it out here. This is a hobo coin purse, $8 plus shipping, if I can find it. I don't know if I can find it. There it is right there. Think about that for a second. $8 plus shipping. Hobo International. Gotta love it. $8 plus shipping. Super, super easy. Thank you, Ashley, for the sale. You gonna use this going to garage sales? How many of y'all use those coins? You know, I have a fanny pack, and you know, I used to do quarters and whatever. I found that speed is just as important sometimes as making correct change. So I don't put as many quarters in there as I used to, but I still have them in case, you know, I can buy a bag of cookies or something for a quarter or 50 cents, or lemonade, you know. Ashley says, can't wait for yard sale season to get into full swing. We enjoy your channel and love finding great things in your store. Hi from Cincinnati and the Venturas. So thank you all so much. And I hope you enjoy it out there. Garage sale season, and I hope it starts off with like a bang this year. All right, let's talk about garage sales for a minute. If some of you remember, if you're not new to the channel, I did a video a couple weeks ago about a prediction that I said that garage sale season this year was going to be the best in a long time. And I gave a laundry list of reasons why, all kinds of reasons, like the fact that people are finally getting through and over COVID in all regions. People haven't had garage sales. Some people haven't had garage sales, you know, for the last 2 years because of fears and whatever. That's to me, that's a minor issue for why I think garage sales are going to be better this year. But there is one specific reason. I think I gave 4 in the last video, but there's one specific reason why I think it's going to be a great season. And my first week out, I had 2 specific incidences that I think, it's at least anecdotal evidence, that I might be right. But I want to get some feedback from y'all about how your first week, first 2 weeks, first 3 weeks, maybe it hadn't happened yet if you're farther up north. How is it going for you so far? So far for me, insane. I had one of the best yard sale weekends I've ever had this last weekend. Actually, by the time you see this, there will probably be at least 2 Commonwealth picker videos out from, I shouldn't say this weekend, it's actually last weekend when you hear this. At any rate, there will be 2 videos out that are just from that day alone, and that is only about 1/3 of the sales I went to. Matter of fact, it's a total of 3 garage sales in 2 videos. That's how good it was. So I probably went to 25 garage sales. I bought something at maybe 22, 23 of them. And 2 of them were insanely good, thousands of dollars in profit. One of them, I don't even know. I don't want to speculate, but it's a lot of money. I won't even know unless I keep track of it, how much, because there's so much I can't possibly process it all at once. But here's what I wanted to talk about. But what you've seen so far is only 3 sales out of all of those. So I can probably, it was so good that day, I could probably make, I don't know, 5 to 6 videos of that one day alone. So the next, I don't know if I'll do them all in order, but if you take the profit that I show at the end of each video, like the 2 videos ago, it was maybe $1,000 profit. Well, that was from 2 yard sales. And that wasn't even the best one. And then we went to a ton more. We're going to make, I'm just going to speculate and say at least $5,000 from one day of garage sales. And the biggest reason is 2 of those sales are actually, in my opinion, were resellers who are going out of business. I could tell it. I could tell it when I came up to the yard sale at one of them. I'm like, this is like coming to pick the cabin where I've already pre-picked it, where all this stuff already sells. It was crazy. I'm like, that'll sell, that'll sell, that'll sell. I'm like, the prices can't possibly be right because this person's a picker and they know what this stuff's worth, and the prices were still good. And I think I know why both of these sales happened, why these pickers are going out of business. The first time I mentioned this was back when it was before tax season. And I did a video, and some of you gave me some negative feedback, but I'm like, you know what? This is exactly what resellers need to do. I remember telling people, hey, there's going to be a lot of people going out of business because of this $600 reporting limit, all that stuff that's going on, where people aren't going to be able to go under the radar like they used to, and it's going to actually benefit resellers who are doing things the right way. A lot of people took that out of context as me saying, you know, cheering on this. Look, I'm not supportive of it. I don't think there should be these hurdles for people to make a side income. I don't even want to get into the politics of it. That's not the point. The point was, if you have your taxes in order, if you have your systems in order, and you're reporting things the right way, and you're taking all the deductions and the mileage deductions and all those things, you're going to be in a good position, because there's a lot of people who just aren't willing to do that, and they're going to start to sell off their inventory. And I think I ran across 2 of those sales last week, and it really paid off big time. You know, I've been getting messages from people too. Hey, I've got this for sale. You want to come buy this stuff out? And so there's a lot of people, I think, who are getting out of this, just as a lot of new people are getting into it, which a lot of you are new folks out there. So I really encourage folks. And I do have a link. You know, I do have the program that Mark, Not Your Dad CPA, sells. It's rather expensive, I'll be honest with you. It is something, if you are really dedicated to doing this full time, or to doing this in a big way and to ramping it up over the next few years, I still highly suggest it if you don't have any systems in place. If you already know what you're doing, no sense in spending that money. There's tons of videos out there you can hunt. You can go to Mark's videos, and he will tell you how to do that stuff slowly but surely, and you can learn all about it. But I do think it is imperative that people learn how to do this. Look, what's the only other alternative? You know, why are these people stopping reselling? Some of them going back to work, maybe, I suppose. But I think that is the real key to this, is a lot of people are afraid of that limit. They just don't want to do it anymore. You know, maybe they listen to NC Picker and they're like, you know, maybe they've got such bad advice that they just can't do it anymore. It's not making any money for them. You know, that's the only other thing I can think of. I'm kidding. Dave knows everything about... There you go, right there, Dave. Is that where I'm looking? Oh, that's a Firebird. Everything you need to know about reselling, now that he has a bookkeeper. All right, a couple of these ET pins sold, $16 total on those 2, free shipping, but you know, 4 ounce, going to 4x4 by 4 box. And a really quick thank you to Michelle for getting the plans for the Commonwealth Picker shipping table on CommonwealthPicker.com. Sold another pin that isn't as illustrious, so it doesn't get to go to the metal drawers over there. Here's one, and this one went to a viewer. All right, this one is going to Natasha. Thanks for everything you do. I've been a viewer of your channels for a while. My TikTok, you got a TikTok. Beast for Success. 4. Number 4. Beast for Success. That one is headed your way. $5. Ooh, $5.70. So you must have got on that 5% off. That send off for $5.70 plus shipping. So I want to know your first week out yard sailing this year. If you can remember your first week, how was your first? Well, you know what? Let's forget that, because there could have been like 2 sales your first week out, right? So since the beginning of this garage sale season, what is your best find? What's the best thing you found? And have you run across any resellers that you think are going out of business? Normally I go earlier and I put the hat that sold up front so I don't have to dig, you know, get back there and take forever in the video. Didn't have to do that today because it really was in front. We just put it in here. Steel Timber Sports. And that hat I bought for $1, sold for $15. So if you take off shipping, it was free shipping. So if you take off shipping fees and the $1 I paid for it, it's close to an $8 profit, for probably just a little bit underneath. Real people, steel people. Isn't that what their motto is? Sold a PS4. I think this one, along with that hat, along with those bobbleheads, were from the first week out. And there are tons more to come. We're just getting a lot of it listed. That one sold for $15. All right, I lied. It was $15 plus shipping, and I sold some more jeans. And if you remember me telling you, it seems like I keep selling stuff out of that bin and it never goes down. It reminds me, what's the story? Is it Elijah or Elisha? I think it's Elijah in the Bible. Don't remember the book. Kings, maybe. Where it's not supposed to rain, you know, at all. God's got a famine and a drought or something going on, and the bottle of oil and flour, they just never run out. That's what it reminds me of. As many jeans as I sell, and the jean bucket just stays full. You Bible majors out there will probably just destroy the story I told, but I know I at least got part of it right. Somehow, some way, right? So Lee's, I think these are in. Yep, that's them right there. So those Lee jeans, those vintage Lee jeans sold. Paid $1. and they sold, if these are the flare ones, I have to double check, make sure, because I might have 2 pair of Lee in there. Vintage for sure, just check that out. It's got that, gotta love it. That pair of jeans, actually, you won't believe it. You know, I sold jeans like 20 years ago, and these would have never, ever sold 20 years ago, and now they're a hot commodity, right? These right here sold for $29 plus shipping, and I paid $1 for them. Not too bad. Our Blue Rouge Mama strikes again. So I talk about this all the time. My wife doesn't like donating clothes that she can make money on. Well, that's not entirely true. We have been donating to a different place. We haven't, well, we still give some things to Goodwill just out of convenience. But we have a different place, depending on the items, a local charity that we've been dropping off at lately. She has 2 of them she takes stuff to, actually. And this is something that she said, hey, you know, we can make a little bit of money on. We're going to list it instead of drop it off. And so she did that. And if I remember, it's in this little bundle. No, it's not in that bundle. Oh, there they are right there. It's, if this is coral. Is that coral, y'all? Might go with colors. Looks pink to me. These American Eagle jeans, these were Bubba's. All those were Bubba's. She must have been holding on to them for a while because they look tiny. He's way bigger than me now. Any rate, those sold for $17.10. So they must have gone off in an offer, I think, 5% or something to get that funny price. But $17.10, you know, you throw in a little bit of shipping costs and fees with no cost of goods here, you're making, I don't know, let me do some math, 3, 7, you're making close to $10, probably closer to 9 on something that you could have just donated, right? But hey, $9, that stuff adds up. You shooting me? Yeah. Kapow. Kapow. It's a champion shirt, buddy. All right. That you matched today, blue and white and all that stuff. Look good. Look, you matching the chair and the cabin and everything. I like it. Hey, that is a blaster gun from Star Wars. It's like a Nerf gun, although I don't think it's Nerf branded. It might be. I can't remember. Anyway, that sold for $14.25 plus shipping, and that's pretty typical. You can get $15 for those things if you find them, and you usually find them for $1. So that's pretty good. It's definitely enough to make you some money for sure. But I want to ask you a question. What? Who's your favorite Star Wars character?
R2-D2.
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 You got it. He doesn't have a blaster, though, does he? No. Actually, you know what? I think he does have a blaster. He has something inside where he can shoot. Right. I think something like that. Or maybe it's just like repair. I don't know. It's been a long time. People wear those for costumes. They dress up like Star Wars people and wear them for costumes. Yeah, that's why they buy them most of the time. So, anyway. Definitely.
I also use them for this.
Okay, jeez. Oh my goodness. Oh, definitely enough this time for you to do what?
Save $1, spend $1, and donate $1. Bye.
Sold an 8-track. A couple of them actually. Let's see. It's gonna be gray. Here, it's right there. That's in good shape too. Procol Harum, which I have no idea what that is. I think I sold one of these before and somebody told me what it was and I don't remember. So you can tell me again. Anyway, let's see if I recognize any of those. Hamburg, so this must be a Long Gone Creek Conquistador. Anyway, y'all can tell me. $6.50 for that one plus shipping. After our first auction debacle, the 8-tracks have been selling pretty well, and we are back on track to make what I thought we were going to make because we had a good one in today, which I'll have to tell you about tomorrow. But we did have another auction end in the eBay cave in a minute that I am going to tell you about. That's pretty good, not as good as today's, but this is sealed VHS, Rock All-Stars. I was watching Shad Juice on Instagram the other day, and he found some sweet sealed VHS. These are not sweet sealed VHS, but it's still sold for $9.50 plus shipping. It's a Columbia House deal here, so there's a lot of good stuff on here, but definitely not, you know, something you would think is worth a ton of money for being sealed, for sure. Most Gans Webkins aren't very good, but we got a ton for free, and these were okay. So Blue Ridge Mama picked a few of these out and listed them. The pig, there's a few of them in here. And there's no code or tag or anything like that on these, so $7.50 plus shipping for that guy. If you remember from last episode, I talked about putting multi-quantities on discount if you buy more than one. 10% off by 2, 20% off if you buy 3. And so that spiked some sales here. I guess all 3 of those sold of the large cadet style, $28 or just under plus shipping for those 3. Same for these 3, except for there's 6 of these, so just 3 sold. So that's not too bad. $28 plus shipping, you know, a little discount. You get to ship them all together. I'll take it. Sold a children's Bible. And this one went to a viewer right here. And I've sold a ton of these Golden Book Bibles. This one wasn't in amazing shape, but it's not too bad. So for $12.95, you got a love one that's well used, right? $12.95 plus shipping on that one. Recognize that out there, y'all. Get that in your head if you're willing to sell something for $12.95 plus shipping, because I find these all the time. This one went to Austin. Had the same Bible as a child. I think my neighbor had this one growing up. I remember it over there. Thank you for all the information. I watch you every morning. Thank you for sharing your stories, family, and animals. I'll share all my animals. I will share them with all of y'all. Just give me your address and I'll share them, I promise. Except for Pepper. Well, Turner'd be heartbroken if Boots was gone. Reagan would be heartbroken if any of them were gone. Except for Boots. And, you know, we tolerate Boots. Can I tell you how happy I am when shoes sell? I'm so happy. I've already said this once today, but another pair sold and I'm really happy. This is not a huge sale. I usually don't pick up stuff unless it's super cheap. And you can see, haven't even been cleaning them. I've been seriously slacking, but that's all right. I'm just getting them out of here. If I had to clean them, I'd probably have never listed them. That's how bad it is at this point. So somebody's going to get a nice pair of shoes here that needs a little cleaning. $19 plus shipping. Sold a pretty cool Champion jacket here, an old windbreaker style. It says U.S. Olympic Training Center. So it's not, you know, I mean, how many people are searching for that, right? But look at this sweet looking old tag on there. I really like that. It's got a side hit on it somewhere, I think. There it is right there. And then the back hit as well, and embroidery and the flap and all that stuff. So I'm like, you know what, this thing's gonna sell. I think it even has the Champion zipper, thick zipper. I'm like, somebody's gonna buy this no matter what it says up here because of the colors. And it did. It sold $20 plus shipping. Sold another 8-track lot. So there was 8 big, no there wasn't. There was 5 big boxes. And I was hoping to get $50 a box. First one sold for $11.50. Epic fail. Doing them all on auction. And a lot of times when you do that, the people will do the research for you, right? You just put tons of them in there, and then they'll go through the titles, and they'll find 2 or 3 that are worth some money, and they're like, oh, I'll buy the whole thing. And so I think that's what happened here. This one sold. This was like a pop, a little bit of light rock. I don't know what else was in there. Maybe even some disco, you know, Bee Gees. I'm not that old. Anyway, that's what was in this one. And there's some good Jethro Tull, I think, had a good one in there. And so there's a few in there worth some money. And this one went for a little bit more. I think it went for $68. Let me look. Nope, it went for $65 plus shipping. So $65 and $11.50. We're still not up to a $50 average. But we just had another one sold. I'm going to tell you about it tomorrow. And it went for a little bit more. So we're going to be right where I want to be. How about this awesome gift that showed up in the mail today? Look at this thing. I can't wait. This is going to go in the new shed when we get it. Y'all see that? Look at that. How cool is that? I can't wait. Look at this. It's Junior's Custom Designs, LLC. Matt sent it to us. Thank you very, very much. I love this right here. First of all, here's the eBay store, 85 Wagon. And he's on Facebook Marketplace. And I think, I don't want to show the back of the card, but because it's got numbers and everything on it. But it's, let's see, www.etsy.com/shop/laser customizations. I like this. I've been reselling since before it was cool. Me too. Comment down below if you've been reselling since it's cool. Oh, it's great. Since before it's cool. And his daughter is anxiously awaiting garage sales. So, started in 2000. That is, I started just after that. So, that is really cool. I was delivering newspapers. I remember, you know, Y2K, when Charles Schultz died, I remember delivering newspapers that day. So, 2000. Anyway, thanks so much. All right, so I go inside for 1 minute to film the ending of the video. Well, just film the inside part, and this is here. I hear that thing. What is it doing?
It's mad.
He's scared.
Yeah.
Scared?
It's okay, though.
Do that again.
Remember? No.
No, I mean, not... That's not what I meant. It's not scared now.
No. It knows her smell.
Yeah. You remember me?
The viewers liked Sal.
We Sal.
This is ruining productivity here in the
No,
cabin,
it's
I think. I'm just teasing.
That's how cute.
All right, Sal is cute, but you can't hold the clipboard, so can you remember the two people who bought something from you today?
Christine and Robert.
Christine and Robert. You got it. Christine is Lakeside Lister. I like that name. And she bought a couple of stickers, for sure.
And this is what we got to keep Commonwealth Picker in when he is misbehaving.
Jeez.
No, do you want to go in there?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. All right, and who was the other one? Robert.
Robert.
And he lives in Arizona, so his yard sales are winding down, but he bought a fanny pack for next year.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Say
bye,
bye.
Sal.
Bye, and don't forget to get your sticker at commonwealthpicker.com.